Yo, what's it? I already messed up the intro. Yo, what is up, my fellow legends? It is the man, the myth, the legend, Reginald! And I am back from the dead, here to do a deathless GM run, using Vexcalibur, a hand cannon, and Edge Transit. So, I'm back from my little hiatus, mourning the dead, family members, RIP, and today, we're here to do a GM build with Peregrine Greaves and Vexcalibur. If you want to see this build, I recommend pausing as I go through this, because it is quite lengthy. So, my first time doing something like this, not gonna lie. I have game settings on low so that you can hear me speak, because my wonderful voice is godly. So, the main question you're gonna get from this: why are you using a glaive, of all things, and a Grandmaster? So, here's why. So, you see the glaive energy being built up. This is an exotic glaive called Vexcalibur. Vexcalibur lets you get Void Overshield. Void Overshield lets you proc something called Shieldcrush. Now, here's what you should see. Now, here it died. Anyway, so the whole point of this little setup of ours is to get shield energy and pop off some shoulder charges. Now, in case you couldn't see the build at the start of the video, I'm going to show you at the end of the video, in case you're wondering what it is. So, the entire point of this build is use Shieldcrush, use Vexcalibur, the hand cannons for champions, and also it's my useful primary. And the GL is just for heavy damage. You don't have to use a GL. The only thing you need here is a primary, Vexcalibur, and heavy. That's it. Peregrine Greaves, I just like using Peregrine Greaves. Obviously it works with Shieldcrush. Once you go for the goated shoulder charges. And again, we're going to try doing this deathless! So, we all know this is pretty much the easiest GM in the game. Well, hopefully it is to you. It's not for everyone, but I digress. Okay, so this next point here, you always want to be careful because you got that little barrel there. Blow this barrel up so no one dies. Now, I'm worried about the brothers, so I'm putting down the Bastion Shield. So the main threat here is the Unstop as well as the Hydra. The Hydra's got a shield, he's annoying. So here's what I'm gonna do. And I go back to my friends. Shoulder charge back into safety. So, it's literally the whole point of this build. You just saw it. We're going to be shoulder bashing champions for days. And since we have Expanding Abyss, that lets us, you know, do even more damage. I'm going to wait for the train to go by. Then I'm across. So, the main threat here is that little goblin. He's a pest. Put the shield up. He's dead. And you get your melee back. So, Everward pretty much made this build before in the video, so, you know, go watch this video if you haven't seen it. My whole addition to this build is purely just to use Vexcalibur because I like the glaive. I've been experimenting with it a lot, because glaive melees are pretty good before his Synthoceps kind of, you know, like, made this get nerfed, like, a little bit. I don't think I've not tested glaive melees in a GM yet. I mostly just tested them in, like, Warlord's Ruin. And Winterbite was doing some really nasty stuff. That's probably why glaive melees got slightly nerfed. Don't know. I couldn't tell you though. Okay, that dude's dead. So the whole point in this GM is it's good to be aggressive, but you want to play it safe. You got Cabal and you got Vex here. Those are the two enemies we're dealing with for the most part. Now, that champion is pretty cringe. He is grass! Okay, so as much as I want to peek out, I'm gonna do this. Shoot the hand cannon so that doesn't kill us. Do that. Do that. In this gym, it's mostly snipers that you want to worry about. I've noticed I've had an issue before of dealing with snipers, and they're not fun. In my experience, it's probably best to just go and deal with the ads. Just throw out a random super. Okay, so that did the trick. Now, to be honest, you can swap off Bastion and use Control Demo if that's your if that's what you want. Ooh, I'm talking too much. So you can go for Control Demo instead of Bastion because you got Vexcalibur. It just the Overshield on demand using the shields is pretty neat. So we're gonna throw out a super there. Where can I? Okay, now the other champion it scares me a little bit. Not gonna lie. That's like the one con of the setup. You need a barrier weapon, and you know, like the hand cannon only really works in overloads. So it's a little scary camping out here. So we're gonna come down to the stairs, do the thing. See, I like the hand cannon here because it has kinetic tremors and explosive payload. It really helps with just passive damage in a hard content environment like this. Now, I could try some solo stuff, but a lot of people just do Grandmasters in teams. So I kind of figured I may as well just do the thing that people do most. Oh, Fred, okay, that's gonna kill us. We're not careful. Woo! Overshield. That's a little bit scary, not gonna lie. Cheeks. Now, I'm running max melee energy because I want my shield back really quickly. Because not every dude who good at melee is a champion. So it's always best to have it back when you really need it. Guess what's going on? Here's the hand cannon roll. Here's the Vexcalibur. Here's the Geo. Again, I'll show you at the end of the video in case you've not seen my little setup. So, that goes. There are 2 unstoppable champions that are gonna come up, and there's quite a few oranges here. So this is kind of a death spot if you're not careful. If you're doing this solo, chances are you're probably gonna use Wish Ender and like what, an overload weapon, like a hand cannon here. Gonna get some overshield out of this. Put that up. In case you hear the Discord sound, that's just my Discord going on. Sorry if you hear any noises. So, really, you should be firing off some heavy shots every now and then, but it's okay. It's not really gonna hurt anyone if you don't. And, also, be very careful when killing the unstop, because sometimes his backpack will explode if someone else gets the kill. And if you try him from the back with a melee, that's gonna mess you up. So if you're going for the shoulder charge, go for the front. You're gonna get yourself in a bad spot if you go for the back. Now remember, your favorite legendary has done this throughout the week in order to prepare for this video. And believe me, I died in some very embarrassing ways in my prior runs. I've died like 3 or 4 times. I know, it's 2024, you're dying in this of all things. Yes, I know, sue me, right? Anyway, so we're doing pretty good. 8 minutes in. Probably gonna do a little slower than normal. I've been able to get like sub 12-minute runs of this, but this isn't really looking all that bad, to be honest. So my little trick is to come up here to the stairs. Okay, they're dangerous, so we're gonna put this down. Who are they shooting? Alright. There we go. Okay, so that's a little bit scary. Not gonna lie. and get out of there. The whole trick with the shoulder charge thing is while you don't always get the melee off, what is good is when you are able to go for the melee. And we're not going to put the shield up. So here's what happens. You want to, once the mines spawn, you don't want to camp on the mine. That's a bad idea. What you really want to do is you want to tap it. If you tap it, it gets you time. Well, it lets you have enough time to get some kills, and at the same time, not proc the other two. So, kill you. The unstop is a little scary, not gonna lie. That's fine. I just gotta be careful. Remember, we're trying Deathless here, so we have to be really, really careful. Okay, so this is the notorious overload secret thing. You want to be careful when going for the mines, because there's going to be a hidden overload. Not always. There could be one or two. Sometimes none. But most of the time, I've seen one or two here. And when it's... Ooh, that's very bad. I need... Oh! Bro, I got myself killed doing that. Yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Okay, so, see, there's the overload. You don't always have to get the kill here. Sometimes a stun is good enough. It's just, you know, you want to be really careful here. Oh, it's bad. We're gonna get ourselves messed up here. That's cheeks. Now, it doesn't always work as hit registration BS, but yeah, you can bully champions pretty easy in this activity here. And we're at max revives too. Nice. I don't know how long we've been at that, so it's okay. So here's one of the only places where I'd use heavy. So. So, what I like about kinetic tremors is it lets you do damage over time to just random garbage, and at the same time. Ooh. He's cheeks. Good. Turn him into an apple turnover. This is a normal Cabal. Wasn't bad if that was a champion. I don't think it was. We'll see though. It was probably just a normal Cabal. You never get overload spawning during the boss phase, so I highly doubt it's a champion. Then again, this game does some weird stuff. I heard about a bug about where, like, there's champions and normal strikes. So, hopefully it doesn't affect this. Doubt it does, but again, who knows. Okay, so a long time ago, there was a bug where if all three people were in, and they all fell together, sometimes one of them would die. I don't know if they fixed it, but it's usually why I like to fall down last, so that I don't die here. I have to pay my respects because I die in this joint. So, we're gonna fall down here. There's gonna be, like, what, 2 barrier champions, 1 on-stop, and 1 overload. Usually what we want to do here is kill the champions, the boss spawns, you nuke the boss. Game, right? What I'm probably gonna do here is just help them take out our little friends. Probably just gonna do some hand cannon spam. And he's cheeks. I'd say the overload and the barriers here are the scariest. Oh, he about done goofed. Okay, so he's dead. He's dead too. He's dead third. Okay. Now, we do the thing. And he's cheeks. Cheeks, I tell you. Butt cheeks. Okay, sub 15 minutes. Not horrible. Yeah, we got platinum. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, 14 and a half minutes. That's not bad. I've gotten 11 minutes, 42 seconds. That's my best time this week. So, this isn't too bad. So, let's see, what's our score? Ooh, okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. So, we're gonna praise the brothers here. And remember, we're gonna show you the build again before the video ends. Here's a super. Barricade, you lift, shield bash, presser, offensive bulwark, bastion, echo of starvation, echo of harvest, echo of leeching, echo of undermining. Here is the artifact. And here is the armor build. So, hope y'all enjoyed this little GM run. If you want me to try another Titan setup, please let me know and I'll try it out in a GM run with 3 people. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye! That was bad. I'm gonna leave it in.